Hi there, thank you so much for joining me today. My name is Natasha, welcome to my channel. Today's video is going to be a top 5, bottom 5 makeup empties from 2021. And keep in mind that my least favorite 5 aren't the worst products that I used in 2021 because if they were really that bad, I wouldn't have used them up all the way. I don't typically hate pan products. This video idea is from Rebecca from Panning and Stuff. It's so funny, I was just watching her video this morning and she said that she's been doing it for years and years and she can't even remember if she's the one who created the idea for this video, and I'm pretty sure she is the one who did it. She's the first person I've seen do it, and I've been doing it inspired by her since 2017. I'll try to have my videos plus her channel and her videos in the description box. Like Rebecca, I'm not going to repeat products from past years. If I used up another of that product this year and it was a favorite or a least favorite in a previous video, I'm not going to mention it again. And I think Rebecca usually focuses on the least favorite ones first, so that's what I'm going to do as well. It's a lip product, one non-makeup product that was so bad it had to be in here, and then 3 mascaras. I just didn't really have a great year for mascaras apparently. So the first product is from Colourpop. It's the Just a Tint in the shade The Strand. I did learn that I really like these types of lip products where they're like a tinted lip balm type of thing, and I do have one from Ulta Beauty that I like a lot more. What I didn't like about this one is that it had a really fruity scent and you could taste it too, and that was just such a turn off for me. I didn't like that at all. Some people like that, I don't. The color was pretty and the formula was nice. It just was something that I panned and didn't really love it every single time I used it. I didn't hate pan it necessarily. If it was that bad I wouldn't have used it, but definitely not something I would get again. And then the 3 mascaras, the first one is a mini from NYX. It's the Worth the Hype. So for the NYX one, like that looks like a pretty standard basic brush, but the bristles are really, really soft and very bendy. And so I found I couldn't really get in there and like push up my lashes. Like the weight of my lashes would push the bristles down, almost like my lashes were stronger than the bristles on here. This is great for separation. If you want separate lashes that just have a little bit of a tint to them and nothing else, this might be for you. It's just a super natural looking formula, which isn't something that I want. I want volume. I want something that'll help hold the curl for longer. I want something that's going to make them look thicker. Like I just needed much more than this mascara was willing to do. And the Warrior Princess formula from Flower Beauty, I think part of it was just not liking the shape of the wand. It kind of reminds me of like the Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara. Even with the pink packaging, it kind of reminds me of that. This just wasn't anything special. I feel like it was really messy. It was more of a wet formula. Not as wet as the, I don't remember what the name is, but it's from Flower Beauty and I think it's like in a green and gold tube. That one, I didn't like the brush on that at all, and it was like a super wet formula that never really dried out. I didn't really like that one either, but I didn't use that up this year. I used it in a previous year. This one, again, I just wasn't impressed with it. I didn't like it. The Exhibitionist one, again, it was just like a disappointing product. This one was really, really wet and messy too, and had a similar shape as the Flower Warrior Princess one. I also didn't like that it was starting to leak. If you can see, it's like leaking all around the lid. And yeah, this was just messy. It didn't do anything to help hold a curl, just like the Flower and the NYX one. And it was just thick and it made my lashes clump together. In 2021, I just really wanted to try some new brands and formulas. I was so used to using like the 1 or 2 different types of ones that I use, and some of them were good, but these 3 just weren't. As for the 5th least favorite, it's actually a set of mini hair products that I used from a brand called Kristen S. If you want to hear the full rant and my full experience, I will link my most recent Empties video that I did. It's at the very, very end of the video. I'll leave a timestamp. I go into heavy detail into why I wanted those products to work. It was a mini of the Signature shampoo and conditioner, and I think there was like a reconstructive mask with it as well. It was like 3 little minis as a part of a set, and they were just so bad. Like usually I can make most hair products work. Like it has to be really bad for me to not want to use it again. And all of them, I think I ended up using them as like a body wash or as a conditioner or something, like using it in other ways that it wasn't on my hair because I just didn't want to put my hair through that again. So that's unfortunate. Usually I try to focus just on makeup products in these types of videos, but that one was so bad that it like elevated and I needed to talk about it again. Now let's move on to my top favorite products. These, I look at them and they're all amazing, and with the exception of one or two, I would definitely purchase them again. And the only reason I wouldn't repurchase them is because they're really, really pricey. No surprise, I think. 3 out of the 5 products are Charlotte Tilbury products. I've been accumulating a lot of products from that brand because of mystery boxes and because of the gifts with purchase that you can get whenever you make purchases from the Charlotte Tilbury website. There are times when you can get like free full-size gift with purchases, which is a really great perk. And I believe in the US you get free shipping on every order. So the first one is a mini mascara. This is the Pillow Talk Push-Up Lashes. And I did like the formula, but the thing I liked about this the most was the brush. This is a spiky brush, and if you can see, it's flat, almost like a paddle on one side, and then when you turn it, it has really little spikes on each side. I felt like this was such a great way to not be messy, like because it was so thin and because I had such control over where things went. You can apply more product with the paddle portion and then brush through it and push it up with those spikes. And so I felt I had a lot of control. It wasn't messy. The formula was nice. It helped hold a curl. It wasn't too chunky. It didn't make anything stick together. And because I had those bristle brushes, I could really go in and separate and lift. So I think for me, that's just a preference of brush type. I like rubber bristle brushes over like natural bristle brushes. I have smaller, more deep set eyes, so I like smaller brushes to begin with. So again, this is all like purely personal preference, but the full size of this is $30+, and with how often I like to rotate out mascaras for hygienic purposes, I really can't justify spending that much on something that I'm only going to use for like 3 to 6 months. The second Charlotte Tilbury favorite is the Collagen Lip Balms. This one was in the shade Pillow Talk. I did purchase a 3-pack whenever they were like 30% off in a sale last year, and then I got one either in a mystery box or as a gift with purchase. So I now have 4 of these in my collection. Originally, I wasn't going to buy any more because this is like $35, and I went through it pretty quickly because I was reaching for it a lot because I really loved it, and I just didn't feel like it was worth it. But when I can get it either on a sale or at a reduced price, like in a mystery box, I do think it is more worth it. I really like the formula. I've raved about this time and time again. It is a really thick and nourishing product. It has a little bit of a minty feel, which isn't my favorite normally, but I let it slide because I really, really like this. And I'm just really glad to have more of these in my collection because it is just a really great go-to formula. This one I don't think I would purchase again, and if I do, it won't be anytime soon just because it is, again, very expensive. It's the Beauty Light Wand. This one was in the shade Peachgasm. The formula for this just looks so, so beautiful on the cheeks, and I even cut it open to make sure I got everything out of there. Even though I cut it open and got like every drop out of here that I could, I just don't really feel like I got enough use out of it to justify the $38 price point that this is at. I got this in a mystery box, I believe, and I do have the contour wand and one of the highlighter wands as well. I got that in a duo previously, and I really like those two. I especially really love that highlighter wand. It's gorgeous, very similar to this one. It just doesn't have like that peachy tint. This always looked so beautiful in person. It just made my cheeks look like juicy peaches, just so beautiful. Again, I have raved about this as well. I think I chose this as my party blush in a blush tag that I did this year because if I'm going to a party and I'm going to be up close with people, I want my cheeks to look just perfect. And I think this looks so, so nice in real life. Just a beautiful, beautiful finish on the skin. And it's so it's not greasy, but it just looks so ethereal and beautiful, and I love it. And I have lots of lip products that I use as cream blushes right now. If for some reason I felt like I really, really needed something like that in my collection, this would be the first place I would go because I know it looks beautiful. But I'm not in a rush to do that, and I do think I'm gonna try not to do it just because of that heavy price tag. The next product is from ABH. It's the eye primer. This was just a mini, and it still took me forever to use up. I really liked the formula for this. I thought it did a great job at keeping my eyeshadows from creasing, just helping them look more pigmented, and it was also a product that canceled out everything on my lids, so it created a really nice clean canvas to let those shadows, to let the colors pop. And I just really, really liked the formula for this. I'm using one from Ulta right now, but when that one is gone, I will likely go back to this one, or at least something really similar to it. And the last one is a lip pencil from NYX. This is in the shade Peekaboo Neutral. This is a dupe for Pillow Talk or for Nude Suede Shoes from the NYX Slide On Glide On formula. I love this color and this formula so much that I did purchase another Peekaboo Neutral, as well as like 9 or 10 other lip liners from this line. I'm wearing one on my lips today. I'm wearing the shade Natural to line my lips, and then I have Urban Decay's Rush over top. And I just love having so many color combinations for this. These help create a really nice clean line for my other lip products to go on top of. You can wear them on your own or with other products, and they're only like $4 a piece. Usually you can get them for even cheaper than that on sale. Great price point, great number of color options, and also great formula, really nice and long lasting. Kelly Gooch recently talked about another shade from this line, and she said she likes the formula because it's not dry, it's stiff, and I completely agree. That's what I tend to look for in a lip liner because of how I use it, and I'm just really glad to have so many different color options with this formula now in my collection. Okay, so those were my top 5, bottom 5 makeup empties, with the exception of one not being a makeup product for 2021. Please let me know what were some of your favorite or least favorite makeup products that you used up last year. And do be sure to go check out Rebecca's version of this video. I will have it in the description box. But in the meantime, that's everything I have. Thank you so much for joining me, and I'll see you in my next video.